welcome my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you're connecting from. If you're joining me from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from America, whichever country you are joining me from, I really appreciate you and I thank you for your contributions on the channel. Thank you for joining me today. For every comment that you have on the comment section, I really do appreciate. Please always go to the comment section and air your own opinion. Say your views, just say it the way you want it. Tell the story the way you want to tell it on the comment section, and we all learn from each other. I read your comments from time to time, and I appreciate your comment. Keep on commenting. That is a very good step to follow. Thank you so much for coming, and remember, I bring you information and details on things that are happening in that very contraption called Nigeria, more especially the southern part of Nigeria. And today, we are going to discuss on the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes. The arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was announced yesterday by the Attorney General of the Federation in Nigeria. Yesterday, I was online. I made my videos yesterday, but I refused to talk about it because it wasn't necessary then. We have not gotten enough information, and there was no need to panic. I didn't want to join the bandwagon of those who were panicking all around. People were bringing all sorts of information, so many fake news were flying around yesterday about the arrest of our supreme leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not an ordinary man, is not an ordinary person that you can just come online to say anything about him or begin to say things when you are not sure about what you are saying. That is why I kept silent yesterday to observe and see actually the situation of the arrest before I can be able to utter a word. But now, it has been confirmed beyond reasonable doubt that His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of IPOB, is now in Nigeria. He was arrested, intercepted, and brought to Nigeria. He is now in detention under the hand of the DSS in Nigeria. And the lawyer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, confirmed this. Now we can now say categorically clear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested and he is detained in Nigeria. He was rearrested again. Now, before we proceed on what we have to say today, let us hear directly from the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Let us hear the audio speech that he has given about the situation, about what really transpired, and how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, his condition as of now. We can only act on what we hear from his lawyer because he is the only person that can give out the fact, not on mere hearsay, on what people are saying. That was more reason why yesterday I refused to speak about this very incident. But now, let us hear the audio interview that the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu granted about the situation, on what really happened, and if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was really in Nigeria. Let's listen carefully and hear what he has to say.
I will take steps to make contact with him and know how he's feeling out, so get further information from him as regards to the new charges preferred against him, and also know what transpired. So that will be done within the period before the trial itself, before the trial commences on 26th of July.
So you know, obviously by next week is going to be a new month, which starts this weekend. Sure. So are you envisaging having a meeting with him within the next week or thereabout?
You know, there's the bureaucratic process led down for such conferences, so we have to explore them. I can't just be able to be specific as to the date or time of meeting with him, but I know I will see him in earnest. So, and confirm from him how he feels and his response to the information filed against him. So, and also because of other matters of interest as regards to the charge. So to enable us to prepare our defense and against the charges coming up for here on 26th. So I may not be specific as to the time and date I'll see him, or whether it's next week or this week, but right now I'll see him in earnest. I can confirm that to you.
Okay, so have you been able to interface with his family, obviously regarding, since you have obviously confirmed the arrest, have you been able to interface with the family to judge with them?
You know, this thing just happened today, and I believe we are communicating. We're making contacts. So, and everybody's calling me, calling to confirm one thing or the other for me as to whether he's fine, where he is, where he was arrested, what happened to him. So, and I believe I've been trying to address a number of concerns arising from the arrest and the charge and the arraignment in court today without reference to, without our knowledge, because ordinarily we should have been informed that he's being taken to court today, So, but for reasons I can't tell such we're not informed. But I was particularly concerned with the fact that he didn't go to court only to inform the court he was arrested, but he went to court also to arraign him on a fresh charge. So, which I believe is in gross violation of his constitutional rights. Before you can talk about arraignment of a person accused of committing an offense, the person is entitled to inform his lawyer that he's been arraigned in court. So that's where they get it from. They got it from. So I'm supposed to be informed that he's been arraigned today on fresh charges, because before now he has only 3 charges pending in court against him. So, but from what I heard and what I saw from the correspondence from Federal Court, they also added 8 count charge in addition to existing charge against him. So, which is very compelling and also compulsory that we should be informed before arraignment on those new charges. So, for reasons best known to the government, they didn't inform me, and they took him to court and arraigned him on those charges. And it took, I don't know whether it took place until I see it. But it is false. The arraignment in court without my presence in court is false. But they know I'm the substantive lawyer in the case. I'm the substantive counsel and lead counsel. So they have my contacts, they have my details, they have my office address. They also have the telephone number of my head of chambers and also my office, which you have contacted us. That my client has been taken to court. Was arrested and been taken to court today. So even if I'm not available at the moment, I was send the lawyer to be in court and also witness what will transpire in court. So I am beginning to entertain the fear that they have a fair trial. But let's see how it goes. But I will not give a space for a trial and a secret.
If I pick up this from you, you said you were not informed that your client was being taken to court today. How did you get to know that he was in court?
I was not informed about his arrest. 1.
Mm-hmm.
2, I was not informed about his arraignment in court on new charges. So these are fundamental. So I was only informed about his arraignment in court on new charges after the arraignment must have taken place. So because the courts directed the federal government to start me hearing notices as regards to the matter stated for hearing, the commencement of trial on 26th of July 2021. So on the basis of these directives and correspondence from Federal Court, we came to know about what's happening in court. So, and I believe it's his fundamental right as provided under the Constitution for him to inform me as the lawyer is being taken to court today. Because they have my number, they have my addresses, they have my office address, they have notified me. And from every indication, my land was brought into this country on Sunday. And so they're not under any confusion as to whether they will take him to court today. So they have told me that my client has been arrested and they're taking him to court today. And I'll be in court, I'll send my lawyer to be in court today. And I was also informed about the new charge filed against him. So I believe it's a clear violation of his constitutional right. But I will, in the fullness of time, I will take legal steps to get that addressed in court.
Do you, if I ask you, do you know where he was arrested? Do you have that information?
No, I don't have those facts until we're going to the trial, until I see him. I don't have those facts until I see him. And it's not stated in the information they file against him in court. So until I see him, I will get other information from him. And also regarding what transpired between them and where he was arrested and how he was treated, how he's been treated, where he's been detained, and how he was maltreated or handled. So, and also know if there is any ill treatment method to him. So I'll confirm that when I see him.
Okay. So we have over 5,000 people watching us live on our various social media handles. Before I let you go, is there anything maybe a reaffirmation of what you said in your press statement, or is there anything you wish to add to what you said in your press statement? I mean, this is your time to address.
what can assure the world that nothing has gone wrong as far as I'm concerned. In as much as we are going to subject the processes to trial, full trial before the court, and open trial, giving fair trial, fair hearing, I don't think there's anything that has gone wrong. We are going to get it straight in court. And at any point in time, I discovered that there's unfair treatment, or there is unfair treatment or there of fair trial. I will make it public. I don't expect letting the world know. So, but I will not give a space for such thing to be done in court. So, or at any point in time, I discovered there's a conspiracy of collaboration between the court, anybody. So I'll make it public, but I'm going to follow it head on. And also, I've already summoned the council, the other council in the matter, for a meeting. So we're going to meet anyone from now and also strategize on the approach we're going to adopt towards getting the matter resolved. So,
before I let you go, do you think there is any link between the invasion of your house and probably what is then happening now?
I can't just confirm. I can't just confirm because a lot of things are happening at the same time. So until I may be in a position to confirm this to you in the course of in the coming days, but I'm still trying to get information from relevant persons. So, but I'll see him first. I must stay here. As a matter of fact, I'll stay here. So when I see him, I'll discuss with him. So I can't just confirm to you whether his arrest and the bloody invasion of my premises they have a connection. But of course, we know that, as I mentioned earlier before now, that why my house was invaded and my PA killed has much to do with my position as a lead counsel to IPOB MAZI NNAMDI KANU. So because that may be the basis upon which the idiots sold the dummy to them, so for them to climb, to act upon. So but the fact is that I'm not relenting. As I mentioned to you, I said it earlier, I'm not relenting, and nothing, no amount of intimidation or pressure or whatsoever or threat will stop me from defending NNAMDI KANU and IPOB. So we are going to go to sort it out. So thank you.
Thank you very much, and thanks once more for joining us. Thank you. Much appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank you.
Well, after listening to the lawyer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is no longer a rumor. It is now clear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been rearrested and is in the hand of the DSS and will be appearing in court on 26th of next month. Regarding to the arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for those who are shouting and talking, it is not something to be surprised about. We all know what a freedom fighter stands to face. Every freedom fighter in the world, in one time or the other, has been arrested and rearrested. Most of the freedom fighters in the world we know were even in prison until what they were asking for were granted and they were left out to go their ways. As we all know, the most celebrated Nelson Mandela was arrested several times in South Africa. He was arrested, he went to exile, he came back, rearrested, and he stood in prison until the South Africans were let to be free. So, for you to be surprised hearing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been rearrested, there's no reason to be surprised. You have to be happy about it. In fact, for those of us who are Biafrans, who know what the struggle is all about, the struggle is going into the final phase of the struggle. Don't be distracted. Do not look upon what people are saying or whatever they are talking. Don't be distracted. We cannot stop. We can't stop. The battle has gotten to the final stage of the battle. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has taken up the challenge. Whatever is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today about the rearrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he is very much aware of it and he allowed it to happen. Without the permission of Chukwuka Abiyama, it can never ever happen. And these are one of the procedures that we have to pass through to get our freedom. So for the Biafrans, I can understand some of us are worried and troubled. But do not be troubled. There are certain things you have to remember. You'll be happy. The rearrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will actually hasten the coming of Biafra. And in a very short while, believe you me, Biafra is here already. Every time you see us talking about it, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say it every now and again. And remember, he has always said it, that he is going to be fighting from the front, not from the behind. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tells you he's going to be in the front, he's going to be fighting from the front, he wasn't joking about it. He has told you several times that he's going to return back to Nigeria. He wasn't joking about it. How it's going to happen and how it happened, only Chukwu Abiyama can orchestrate that. Everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says each time he comes online is not directed by his mere wish. Whatever he says are the words that are put into his mouth by Chukwu Abiyama. That is why I believe him 100% in everything that he said. And for those who think that holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in captivity will make the Biafran silence, you have just mistaken. You have just made the wrong move. We will even become more louder than ever now that the Supreme Leader is no longer talking to us. Every message that he has given us before, we are going to replay and re-echo that message to people who have not even heard it. They will now hear. Remember last time when you picked him up and arrested him, that was what shot the Biafran struggle to the highest peak. And today, you have done the same move again to actualize Biafra, just as we have always expected. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows that this is coming. He was aware and he has always been ready. He knew that the struggle for Biafra is not a child's play. For those of you who are crying, don't cry. I'm talking to every Biafran. You have to be happy. Happy for the kind of man you have. He knows what he's in for. He knows what he's fighting for. And he's a man who never gives up. Regardless what anybody thinks, regardless what you do, regardless what anybody is pursuing, he knows what he wants and what he's going for. Remember, he has always said it. He will never disappoint us. It is only we that he is fighting for that will disappoint him. But as for me, I am not going to stay back. I will never disappoint Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I will continue to carry his message to the highest point. I will even speak more now that he can no longer speak to us as usual, the way we want him to do. But he has taken up a new challenge, a new phase of the struggle, which he has spoken about every now and again. Remember, he has always said it, that Biafra is not a child's play. For those of you who call yourself Biafrans, some of you don't know what it is to be a Biafran. I want you to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu once again. The word he said to us that we have to put at the back of our mind, the kind of person we have as a leader. The supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is not just an ordinary man and is not playing with whatever he said. Listen to his voice once again on the message he had for us.
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile? Some we are talking. How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come.
The supreme leader of IPOB, the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. And I must tell you that whatever is happening today is the orchestration of Chukwu Abiyama. Chukwu Abiyama has planned it the way it should go. There is no reason to be worried. There's no reason to be worried. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that I know does not worship idol. He says it every now and again, and everything that happened in his life is the will of Chukwuka Abiyama. That is why we have to accept it and be happy about it. God has a way of bringing Biafra. He has his own way. And I must tell you that Biafra is here already. For those of them who are laughing and jumping up, happy that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested, you can be happy for all I care. Those of you who are talking trash and saying all manner of things, keep on rejoicing, keep on whatever you are doing. But let me tell you, if you are being joyful that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested, and for that you feel you are happy and it can be well with you, well, something much bigger, much more bigger is coming. And pray nothing happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Pray nothing happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is the time you will know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just an ordinary man. He's not just an ordinary person you just pick on the street. He is no longer the person you used to know. Last time when you arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there was no formidable force as we have now. Now we have ESN on the ground. Always have that at the back of your mind. Now we have ESN on the ground. ESN on the ground, waiting for an order to be given. And the more you hold on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and think it's gonna be well, watch your back. Watch your back. For those of you who are talking trash, watch your back. For Biafra, it is 100% sure that Biafra is here already. It is even more clearer now than ever. He has always been saying it that I'm going to return home. And when I return home, I am going to come back with hell. Let us wait and watch. Don't be too fast. Don't be too fast to judge. Don't be too fast to reach the conclusion. Let's keep watching. Don't say much about the situation. Only continue to thank Chukwuka Abiyama and pray for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wherever you are. I pray that Almighty God, Chukwuka Abiyama, will continue to strengthen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Chukwuka Abiyama continue to guide and protect him, hold him strong wherever he is. May Chukwuka Abiyama continue to equip him with more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. May Chukwuka Abiyama give him good health. May Chukwuka Abiyama send his angels to guide him wherever he is. I strongly believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will lead us to the promised land. He said it, and it has happened. There is nothing that he has said that has not come to pass. Even what is happening now, it is not a surprise. We knew that it's going to happen. Don't be shaken. Don't be wavered. The time has come for us to take that which belongs to us. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell and share the video to those who need to see the video. It is no longer time to be silent. This is the time we have to speak more. They think that they can shut us up. This is the time we have to speak up more. Don't allow them to tell the story. As I always tell you, we have to tell the story more than ever now. Thank you for watching and remember blessed. Bye-bye. See you again on the next video.